YouTube, it's Faye, and for today's video, I'm going to give you a little update on my shop work truck, Grim Repo. A lot of you have been asking since you either follow me on social media and noticed that he's gone through some changes lately, or you saw a recent amazing episode of All Girls Garage featuring my work truck, then you sort of want to know what's going on. Now, I'm going to try to do this storytelling in the spirit of like the DIY nature of my YouTube channel, because this is not a storytelling channel. Check the description below and I will timestamp everything in this video so you don't have to know my entire life story. However, I did want to address some things for those of you who had been asking about my work truck. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so if you do not have the Motor Trend app and you do not watch Motor Trend TV or All Girls Garage at all, no big deal. I will catch you up right now. Between filming Motor Mythbusters and All Girls Garage, somehow I found the time to actually drive my truck from Texas to Florida to the All Girls Garage shop, and I was able to install a 3-inch lift kit from Toy Tech Lifts and get some tires sponsored from Pelican Tire, which is amazing. Like, I'm so stoked with the way it looks. I'm just beside myself with joy. But okay, no good road trip can go to waste. And actually, on my way out, I got a phone call from my friend Jenna, who works at Polo Parts, to let me know that there was a Mark III Supra that had come to the yard. And I was like, okay, well, obviously, I'm stopping by, so meet you there. So on the way back, I stopped at the Pull Apart in Mobile, Alabama to check out the Supra. Now, by the time I got there, it was definitely picked over, but I still was able to get some stuff, so I will share that in a future video. But what I was not I always expect to see 4Runners on the yard because there's like so many of them, and I usually find them. I did see 3 4Runners out on the yard that day. What I was not expecting was to find a sport hood in white. Like, first of all, sport hoods are super rare, and they did not come in white. So someone like bought this, painted it, I don't know. And it's not even a factory toyed apart. Oh my God, this is like...
It's a little dirty.
No, that is fine. I actually want to put this on my truck now. Okay, all right, so let's grab some 12 millimeters and let's get this pulled. Did you get your...
Yeah, I got
Did you get your last bolt out?
I got both, yeah.
Okay,
all right,
so
ready?
now we're gonna be really careful. We're gonna pull it forward.
Is it stuck? No, okay. All right,
Forward, okay.
Let me get off my step stool here. All right.
What is this? I'm so stoked. All right, so we got these aftermarket hood struts going on, and I actually riveted these to the body. So what I'm gonna do, I've got a couple options out here in the hotel parking lot. I don't really have like a drill, and I'm not gonna drill out these rivets. So what I'm gonna do actually is order new rivets from the company. I'm just gonna disconnect these here, leave them, and then we're gonna pull the hood.
Yeah.
You feel okay with it?
I think so.
Okay, all right, here we go. Are you ready?
If Jenna can do it, anyone can.
So, let's put it in my truck.
All right,
Are you down?
let's do
Okay,
it. I'm
all right.
down. I've never installed a hood before. Could be bad. All right, hold it so I don't crack the windshield.
Oh yeah, we're good. All right, so it's good right there.
Then you get yours. Okay.
Nice, and we're on! Yeah!
Check us out. Okay, I needed a little step stool, guys, so I used Faye's spare tire.
Yup. Okay, so we want to make sure, first of all, everything is good, and is it going to close? Yeah! Oh my God! So on the drive home, I called up my Toyota dealership. So normally, like, there's some plastics in here. You can buy all those still from the dealership. Order me all of the parts that go into the hood scoop and get those sent over to me ASAP. I did not do this research prior, so I did not realize what all the parts entailed. So not only did I get the parts that I was expecting to get, which is obviously like the fiberglass insert and then the little screen, these 3 pieces and obviously the hardware make perfect sense, and you know, this is what you would expect. But I also got a few more parts that I was not expecting to get at all, and it actually took me a second to figure out where everything went. So that's what this tutorial is going to be: how to assemble all the parts of the hood scoop and how to install it. The parts that I did not expect to get were this little protector strip, which came to, I don't even know if this thing is still sticky, but like, I'm gonna figure out what to do with this. And then we've got this bag of items. These little pieces here, they should have some adhesive on them, but we see that these adhesive strips have come off. And then lastly, we have these 4 protector pieces. A couple of them are intuitive and this one is not. So let me show you where all these go. Okay, now if you look closely at the bottom of the bulge, you can see that there's actually like little indentations. It's like sort of showing you where things are gonna go. Obviously this one's a little indentation for this guy, and then in this bag, get out of there. There are these 4 little pieces, which are actually gonna fit in each one of these 4 little indentations here. Now I'm not gonna paint the bottom of this anyway, so we're just gonna go for it. Before I install these, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and give a little clean with my Bulbous pre-paint prep wipes, just to make sure that I have, you know, good clean surface for sealing. And when you're installing these, the whole idea is for that little crease to sit on the edge of the lip, so it actually is protecting. So see how that is? All right, hopefully I don't mess anything up, because I'm actually like only half working and half watching Formula Drift right now, because as you can see, we're repping Team Toyota. We got 2 Supras, Kangushi and Frederick Osbo are in Supras. We've got a Corolla, and then there's also an 8.6. So obviously I'm, you know, I'm enjoying that and I don't want to miss it, but I also need to make this video for y'all. So, all right, and I want to get the scoop installed. So let's get back to it. All right, so now that we got those 4 guys, the next one is this strip. And that one is gonna go on this side. So this is actually gonna sit right up in here. And Toyota doesn't really mark out where exactly it's supposed to go. I'm not sure how sticky that's gonna be, but we're gonna give it a shot. And there actually is a right and a wrong way for this. There's a little lip on this side. So it actually is meant to sit along this edge. So I'm just gonna very carefully figure out where the middle is. I mean, I'm gonna do my best. Is anyone ever gonna see this? I guess only as many people as watch this video. I've read that there are some people that will forego this strip and they'll try using other things. I've seen people use RTV and then like regret it later and like go back to the forums and be like, don't use RTV. I've seen people use like 3M sticky tape. You don't want to use double-sided tape here. I know you can't tell, only one side is sticky. This side is not sticky. That's just a protector for the hood and the bulge. The bulge scoop insert. Looks like that edge there actually is sticking, so this is positive. All right, just grabbed one of my little Capri tools, my little body tool here. I'm having a hard time getting my little fingers in there to push down there. You can tell when the bubbles need to be sort of worked out of it when the adhesive is not making any contact. And I think that it's gonna protect. All right, kill up. So lastly, we have these 2 little guys. Now these guys go right there. All right, I actually decided I'm gonna put a little super glue on these after all because I just have 0 confidence that they're gonna stick. Here's the other one. So there we have all of our protectors installed. These 2 black rubber ones, this long awkward strip right here, and then these 4 little guys right here. And now for the straightforward part, we've got the insert. You're supposed to install it with rivets. I just temporarily put these little nutserts in there because I'm gonna be taking this all back out. I'm probably gonna hollow some of this out. We'll get there in a second. But the way that this goes is you see that there's a ridge here. The metal just fits into the plastic so perfectly like so. And then that just slides in. That's literally it. And then I've just got a couple screws. Now it's worth noting at this point that you do not have to use nutserts like I do. If you're gonna rivet, that's awesome. That's the factory way. The part numbers are listed in the description below. And also you're gonna wanna paint the scoop first because the rivets are a little bit permanent, which is why I did not wanna go that route. And the rivets are gonna go through all 3 pieces, the metal screen, the plastic insert, and the actual fiberglass bulge portion itself. And that is what secures them all together. I actually kind of like this setup. I'm probably gonna keep it, but what I'm gonna do is shorten them up a little bit. So shorten up that nutsert and then shorten up the bolt so that it doesn't like stick so far in, you know? Because it looks a little awkward when it's stuck, so when it like sticks in, it looks like it's got like, you know, little teeth or something, or bats in the cave. All right, so here we go, final tighten, which is not too much obviously because this is fiberglass. And okay, so now it's good, aside from paint. The only reason I would take this back out is to hollow this out. Somehow, I don't know, I got some ideas for it, and then paint it. So, all right, let's go put this on, shall we? All right, so now the time has come to install it. In order to install it on the truck, so you've got to have this guy and then all of our little squishies installed first. Making sure that all of our little protectors, our little stickers stay in place. And then where that little plastic piece is, sort of push down in that, and that sort of centers it. Oh, nice. Actually, I can tell you that from my prior experience with installing it without the little protectors, you definitely feel a difference. All right, so, and now from the underside of the hood, we will be installing these 4 10mm nuts. And to do this, I'm gonna use my super shorty gear wrench ratchet because these are studs just going into the fiberglass, so you definitely don't wanna over tighten them. And I'm just gonna do it by hand. Do not use an impact on this, please, please, please. So, do them all by hand first. Once again, do not over tighten them. You can see how gentle I'm being with that. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, well, I'm so glad. I hope I answered all your questions. And it's really nice to be back. Thank you so much to everyone that left super positive comments and like have messaged me and just said that they miss me. I miss doing YouTube too. Thankfully, I'm back. I'll be back to my regular Monday posting because I'm back here in my lovely little purple shop studio thing place. And as you can see, there's a lot of work to do. So there are a lot of videos to be made. And if you are interested in watching that All Girls Garage episode featuring Grim Repo, I'll link that in the description below. Also on TV, I have no idea what the schedule is, but like All Girls Garage, Saturday and Sunday mornings. But the link below is for watching it on the app if you have the Motor Trend app. If you don't, you can like do a free like 7-day trial and cancel it. And at least you got to see that. All right, thanks so much for watching. I will see you next Monday. Bye.
Oh yes, because we don't want them to get wet.
Nope, nope. Hopefully we have enough juice.
I know. Let's go.
No battery power. I'm gonna die in the water battery.
Need a tow.
We ran out of battery.
Let's go.
This is what happens if I bring it to pull apart. Last time I got it stuck in the mud. This tire ran out of battery. Okay, all right.
We gotta get the sport hood.
I know. I need the sport hood. I need.
Here we go.
I feel like I'm in deja vu with Corpus Christi right now. I'm gonna tell a story through some tutorials. So I feel like this is a little bit like one of those recipe blogs where like you're just looking up a recipe online and you're just like, all right, I wanna know how to make this. And this person will write like paragraphs of their entire life story and the meaning of the recipe and like the origin of like the ingredients, and you're like, well, I don't care where the squash came from, I just wanna know how to roast it. And then like finally it's like, click to see the recipe. Those are some riv nuts because I was unwilling to commit to the rivets. Not yet, but I will. Wow, okay, I just spent way too much time looking for these other parts because clearly in my mind I had already determined them to be worthless and I lost them. So yeah, half an hour later and here are the rest of the parts. We've got this little set of squishies and then we've got